Dance School, and this is our weekly uh, update here via streaming in all major platforms, guys. We are right now streaming on Instagram. We're streaming on YouTube. We are streaming on Facebook. And again, if this is your first time watching us, you can certainly join in on the conversation by simply using the chat feature on YouTube and on Facebook. Let me just quickly say hello to the people that are joining us now. And of course, you can also send us a direct message directly on uh, via Instagram, where Bianca is on standby, listening to the conversation, answering questions as they come in as well, guys. All right. So again, great opportunity every week on Mondays at 2 p.m. to join in on a conversation. We love to hear from our students, our peers, our staff, and of course our fans, in order to provide the best quality services at the Pia Canela Dance School. We need your input. So if you're watching this now, watching this later, doesn't make a difference. Go ahead and give us your input, so that way we can go ahead and make our school even better. So again, if you never watched this before, this conversation happens on Mondays at 2 p.m. Sometimes on Thursdays and Fridays when there's just so much things going on. All right, let's get to it, guys. Big thank you goes out to everybody who participated in our open house. It was the first open house that we've had since the pandemic, and it was a success. We had over 300 people coming down and enjoying all of our classes. Really had a blast seeing people join in at every level and every genre, and of course, our party that happened this past Friday. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But again, thank you for everybody who participated in the open house, and a big shout out to everybody who shared and spread the news about our open house. And we'd love to do it again, hopefully soon. We'll see. We have another big thank you going out to those people that came down to the Bachata Dance Company fundraiser that happened this past Friday. They had a blast, and of course, it was a whole 90s theme. They dressed up as a 90s characters. It was really cool. And if you missed it, guys, hopefully they have another fundraiser in the near future that we can participate in and help them so that they can attend various congresses representing the Pia Canela Dance School. All right. So again, thank you for those of you that joined the open house. Thank you for those of you that participated in the fundraiser. Speaking of open house, what's next for you people? Well, if you were in our open house and are a new student, meaning that you were never part of our school before, you still qualify for the $30 for $30 special. So let me explain what that is. Basically, for the price of one class, for the price of $30, you get 30 days of unlimited dance classes. But that's only for level 1, level 2, and open level classes, of which that's more than half our classes right now. So again, if you were new to the open house, new student to our school, you are still eligible to go ahead and get the 30 for 30. I would sign up right away. It's currently on our Instagram. The link is right there. And then, or you can actually, let me see, this still works. There it is. Okay, you can go ahead and simply, let me just knock that out. There he goes. Click on the QR code if you can see it. I don't think that you're able to see these QR codes on Instagram, but you can definitely see it on YouTube and you can see it on Facebook. So if you are interested in getting our special offer, again, valid for any new student, even if you took the open house, this is a great way to join in on the fun that everybody's having, to discover the school, to experiment with classes that you never thought you'd have a chance to. For the price of just one class, guys, you get 30 days of unlimited access. I would go ahead and jump on this. I think it's the best deal in New York City. Even if you go to the movies, it costs more than this now. All right. Now, if you are a student that was in the open house, but you have been to our school before, then the best thing to do at that point is to go ahead and join in with the returning student offer, which is 2 months at $225. All right. So that's a severe discount from our regular membership. And let me see if I can get that going here real quick. Oh, no, I guess not. Okay. And last but not least, I want to remind you that March is in 2 days because February is a very short month. If you'd like to sign up for the March program, go ahead and do that. And that is our regular price, which is $250 per month, guys. So again, if you are new to our school, even if you participated in the open house, 30 for 30. If you are not new to our school and you came back during the open house, you qualify for the returning student offer, which is $225 for 2 months. And if you have already been in a school, then I guess the only choice you have is to do the March card, or the 3-month membership so that you can get a little bit of a discount. For more information about that, you can always go ahead and simply text us at 212-924-6160. Let me just put that up. We have staff Monday through Friday answering these texts so that you have an opportunity to get your questions answered as quickly as possible. Again, that's 212-924-6160. You can also email me at joe@piacaneladancers.com. So that way you can go ahead and get questions answered, guys, as quickly as possible. We really pride ourselves on our customer service. So if you want to text us, there's a number 212-924-6160. If you want to go ahead and email us, joe@piacaneladancers.com. And we have people, our staff are anxiously waiting to answer your questions, guys, at every moment that they can. Okay. So there you have it. Let's see what else is going on. Today is the last day to sign up for the early bird for the March 11 Copa event. All right, Cocotazo Social, which is our social for all levels, returns to the Copacabana every second Saturday of the month. The next one is March 11th, where we're going to be having a single release party for Conjunto Imagen. Conjunto Imagen is putting out a new album. They're going to be releasing the first single of their album at March 11th at the Copa. Estamos en Salsa is going to be released along with a video. I think it's going to be awesome. So again, remember that night at the Copacabana, as long as you buy your tickets online by tonight, midnight, it's just $25, guys. After midnight tonight, it goes up to $30. And every week thereafter, it keeps going up. It'll eventually be $40 at the door. So you want to buy your tickets early, guys. That also helps us kind of judge how many people are going to be coming, what our budget is. It really helps out. Not only do you get a discount, but it helps us with logistics. Now, if you do buy the ticket early, guess what? Between 6 and 7 p.m., you're going to get free appetizers and a free drink. Yeah, at 7:30, you're going to get a nice dance class. So if you have friends that want to join in, that don't know how to dance, that's their chance. And then at 8 o'clock, the band begins. They're going to play early, guys. 8 o'clock, the band starts. Some of you have gotten used to showing up at 9. Show up earlier because we're going to get the band started at 8 o'clock so we can get the performances done by 9 and our second set by 10 p.m. All right. So we're pushing the band a little bit earlier. Help me spread the word on that because people keep turning. If you show up at 10 and our event is done by 11, it's not my fault that you only got 45 minutes to an hour of fun. So you want to get there early. All right. So remember that as of 11 p.m., the DJ changes, the music changes a little bit, and it caters more to the Copa crowd at that point. So you want to jump on that bandwagon as quickly as possible. Help me spread the word so people get the best price out there. All right. Speaking of events, by the way, I'd like to, before I move on, invite as many dance teams out there to perform for our events. Sometimes it's a little hard getting hold of you guys. So if you're out there and would like to perform at the Copa, you like to perform at one of our Tuesday Copa nights, Cache night, or maybe even our Practicas, please contact me at joe@piacaneladancers.com or send me a message via social media. So that way we can go ahead and get you on board with the Pia Canela family. All right. There are a lot of perks when you perform for us, but you got to do it in order to find out what those are. All right. Speaking of events, let's move on to today. Tomorrow night is Copa Tuesdays. So I'll be at the Copa teaching a free salsa class starting at 6 p.m., free bachata class at 7 p.m. These are legit 1-hour classes. And every week we do something different. At 8 o'clock, we have DJ Brian and Matatan coming in and playing music for everyone to practice what they've learned on starting at 8 p.m. So drinks are still 2 for 1 until 8 p.m. on Copa Tuesdays. It's a great night to come out, unload, de-stress, and of course, practice your dancing. Remember, if you have a Pia Canela card, you get in for free. And tomorrow night is going to be the last chance for those people that had the open house card to come down and enjoy kind of like the party, what do you call it? The party ending event of the open house. So that's happening tomorrow at the Copacabana, starting at 6 p.m. Cache this week is closed. They're remodeling a little bit. So we're going to be jumping towards that next week. Our Practica returns. Remember, the Practica is different than the Cocotazo Social. The Cocotazo Social is meant for all levels, whereas the Practica is meant for level 1 and level 2 specifically for the beginners, because we want to give we like to have a social for beginners that are a little bit intimidated about going down and to the club or going down to a social where they see a lot of these fantastic dancers. So again, level 3 and above do not come on Friday. Level 1 and 2, salsa, bachata, and a little bit of hustle and swing. We're going to start playing at the Practicas as well. That's happening this Friday from 8:30 to 10:30. Now, the práctica really is really cool, mostly because on just one visit, you're able to not only take your salsa classes, your bachata classes, your hustle classes, your swing classes, but also stay from 8:30 to 10:30 and get an opportunity to practice the moves that you just learned. So it really is the best way to learn if you get to use the moves immediately in a real life situation. Okay. Reina, this is Reina saying hello. Hello. Hola, amigos is right. Good to see you, Reina. A big fan of ours. All right. Let's see what else is going on. In terms of the events on Friday, the Práctica, by the way, we have the debut of some of the new members of the Old Lady Salsa team. So if you'd like to come down and support them, that should be a lot of fun. Okay. These are ladies that have just recently joined the team and they're going to be performing already this coming Friday. All right. Speaking of the ladies team, they're doing a show on March 4th. That's Saturday, March 4th. They are going to be performing at Dynasty Dance Company, which is happening at Stepping Out. Okay. That's a later event. I believe it starts like at around 9 p.m. or so. So if you're interested in coming out and dancing at Stepping Out, check it out. Starting at 9 p.m. Dynasty Dance Company. I think they're having a Casino Royale theme party. So that should be a little fun. All right. And again, our ladies are going to be out there representing Pia Canela. Come out and support them. Next up, guys, we have performance classes, which I'm happy to say the men are finally signing up. We need more men. This is the final week to sign up. We'd love to have you guys. We need leaders for both the salsa and bachata performance classes that are happening on Saturdays. So the salsa performance class is on Saturdays at 3 p.m. The bachata performance class is on Saturdays at 4 p.m. We have enough ladies. What we don't have is leaders. So if you are a leader out there, and when I say leader, it could be a man or a female. It doesn't matter these days. So please come down and sign up. And that way we can start rehearsing. Rehearsals officially start this coming Saturday, guys. We got to get a move on that. We've already selected music. We're editing the music to your performance edit. And of course, we've already discussed costumes. So we want you to get on board with all of that. So again, leaders, we're looking for you guys. Start this Saturday. Buy it online. It's $250 for the whole 8-week program. And then we get you an opportunity to perform not only at some of the clubs and events that we have, but also aiming for some of the congresses that we have as well. So that should be a lot of fun. All right. Let's talk about new classes. New classes for this week. Woo. Let's see. Today is Monday, February 27. What can you still join? Again, for those of you watching us for the first time, most of our classes are cumulative classes, which means that since we're a school, you have to go to level 1 first and then move on to level 2, then move on to level 3, right? Doesn't make sense to jump into a level 3 class unless you have prior experience. Then if you're coming from another school or maybe you've picked up some technique, social dancing, it's always best, to ask the instructor whether it's something that you can do. And if it's your first time, stand in the back of the class so that way you don't disrupt the people that have been coming to class consistently. Okay. But you have an opportunity to still jump on that. Okay. But whereas as opposed to the open level classes that you can jump in at any moment in time. So tonight, for example, you can still join level 1 tango that starts at 6:30. You can join the level 2 tango, which starts at 7:30 p.m. We also have, I'm happy to say, a new samba instructor. We're very excited. We want to welcome Eileen, and she started last week. During the open house, her samba classes continue today at 7:30 p.m. So today is basically the last day to join because that's week number 2. There are other classes that are going on. Obviously, you can always go ahead and check the class schedule to see what classes are going on. But for the most part, what you want to do is you want to start in the first or second week. By the way, here's the class schedule, just in case. Some of you, sometimes look at a class schedule and say, oh, I don't understand how it works. You want to make sure that when you check out the class schedule, we break down our classes on a day-by-day basis because we have so many of them. If we listed them, one by one, it would be a very, very long list, too tedious to look at. So if you are interested in Tuesday classes, you would click on the next Tuesday and see what classes. Underneath every name of the class, you'll see the starting date, you'll see how many weeks it goes for, you'll see who's the instructor and all the information, including the room numbers and all that stuff. So always check the class schedule. That way, you're able to really get the um, the most up to date uh, class information as possible. Now we're updating the class schedule pretty much almost every hour because we have instructors going in out. We're adding stuff, so you want to keep up to date with that. All right, so moving on to Tuesday, February 28th, Salsa on 1 is still in its second week. We have Ed teaching level 1 at 6:30, level 2 at 7:30, level 3 at 8:30 p.m. So you have an opportunity to join that. Again, we have other classes like Zouk in week 4, Chachas in week 3, Lady Sang is also in week 3. There is no merengue class this week. They will resume next week. The instructor is out of town. Hip hop begins its new cycle. So if you've been waiting for a new sequence with hip hop, this is your opportunity to join in. Specs doing an amazing job at 8:30 p.m., guys. Yes, 8:30 p.m. with Specs. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else we got here. Let's move on to Wednesday. On Wednesday, we have Eber Dance Heels class. All right, that is at 6:30 p.m. That's in week number 2. We also have Kizomba and Bachata classes, which are both in week number 5. Zumba, Dembow, Reggaeton in week 4. Lyrical, Ballet, and Palo are in week 3. If you have prior experience, feel free to jump into those. All right, on Thursday, March 2nd, we have a new cycle of Zouk classes. Level 1 Zouk classes on Thursday starting at 6:30. Yes, and we also have a new cycle of Salsa on 2 level 1 at 6:30 with Elena, and Bachata at 7:30 as well with Elena. All right. Uh, let's see. That does it for Thursday. And then moving on to Friday, all our Friday classes are now in week number 3. But you can also join into Jason's Bachata level 2.5 partner work class, which is currently in week number 2. So you only miss 1 week. And Jason's Bachata partner work level 2.5 class, which is at 7:30. Another class that's starting this week is the weekend classes. Okay. That's a slow start for them. It's Saturday, March 4th is a new class. Saturday, March 4th, they are going to be starting let's see, new salsa class, Salsa on 2, level 1 at 3 p.m. Salsa on 2, level 1 at 3 p.m. And then a Bachata level 1 at 4 p.m. Both classes are being taught by Liz Nerva of the Bachata Dance Company. So excellent opportunity to start your classes if you are a weekend fan. All right. So there you have it, guys. We have a bunch of new classes. We have more classes going in starting up next week since it's the beginning of March. And I also want to invite new instructors. If you are an instructor listening to the show later on, or a student that really likes an instructor out there, even if they're taking classes elsewhere, why not invite them to come down and be part of the Pia Canela family? Okay, so if you are interested in that, simply go ahead and send me an email at joe@piacaneladancers.com. Let's see. All right, we have Reina saying, I can call Reina wants to teach cumbia. All right. Call me when you got cumbia. Oh, I thought you wanted to teach cumbia. Okay, we'll do that. We teach cumbia, but we teach it Colombian style, Reina. We don't teach Mexican style cumbia. But again, if you know of an instructor out there, have them go ahead and connect with us, so that way we can go ahead and provide them with more information. All right, guys. So again, I want to remind you that today is the last day of the early bird special, Conjunto Imagen at the Cocotazo Social on March 11. The tickets are still $25. They will remain $25 until midnight tonight. After that, that's it. It's over. It's up to $30 after that. So you want to get on board and buy your tickets tonight. All right. Some of you always complain, oh, the tickets are too expensive. So $25, you're getting a great deal. All right. Plus, remember, if you get there between 6 and 7, you're getting a cocktail and you're getting appetizers. That alone is worth $25. So I would jump on that as quickly as possible. For those of you, again, that were part of the open house, the best thing for you guys to do is to go ahead and jump on. If you are a new student, try the special offer, $30 for 30 days. If you're not a new student, contact us so that we can discuss what other options you have. And there you have it, guys. I think that's basically it. Don't forget to follow us, like us, subscribe. That way we can go ahead and keep you in the know of everything that's happening at Pia Canela Dance School. Okay. And we have classes starting tonight. Hope to see you guys there. Let me just make sure there's no questions outstanding. I got people talking in the chat right now. but I think we're good. Oh, okay. One more time. Here you go. Here's the QR code again for the Conjunto Imagen, $25. Scan it. Go ahead. And here is the special for 30 for 30. Okay. Give it to a friend. All right. And here's our class schedule. Just in case you missed it earlier, you can go ahead and scan so that way you can see all the classes that are going on. And we're planning on bringing on more. We're really planning on expanding. We have Rueda de Casino coming back on March 20th. Yeah, I know some of you are excited about that. Rueda de Casino, Xiomaris, and Anna coming back on March 20th. We have going into the month of March, Merengue level 1 and 2. Yes, they're going to be starting up on Tuesdays, I believe on March 7th. All right. Going into, let me see, I think we have Flamenco restarting on March 9th. Latin jazz, commercial dance, and contemporary fusion starting again on March 6th. All right. So we have a number of classes. All right. Kizomba is going to be taking 1 week break because he's out of town and then coming back, starting on new Kizomba and an urban Kizomba class. So we're looking good, guys, as we're going into the month of March. Again, what we want to know is what you think the school needs. We'd love to hear your opinions, your concerns, your suggestions. The more, the better. Let's just go ahead and keep it positive. And that's it, guys. I will see you in class later today. Hope you found this useful. Again, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Don't forget the Practicas on Friday, Copa on Tuesday. So much to do. All right. We'll probably go live again on Thursday or Friday as we head into the weekend and have more information about even more classes that we're planning on bringing on. All right, guys. I will see you in the classroom.